Oh,
Hunter.
Hunter.
Who's this?
Hunter.
Hunter, he was so freaking sweet.
So sweetheart.
He
just
pulled out the wood out of his pants was the best part.
Yes, he took from the ping pong challenge with the golf ball. We were walking away and we were like, damn, that sucks. He's like, but we got firewood. And I was
We didn't even tell Tommy.
Yeah, no, we didn't tell you.
Yeah, the games are super fun. The challenges were interesting. They were hard, but yeah, it was super fun, and I'm excited to see what the others do. So, good luck, everybody.
Britt.
Dang.
I didn't know Britt.
I didn't know her.
I didn't know her, but
I'm sad I didn't get to know her. Like, she wasn't, yeah.
I know she won, and that's why she was voted out. She was like really strong competitor.
Which is rough. I would have liked to meet her then and see her in challenges and how she was going to compete.
Yeah, so this year's competition was really tough. I did not expect to be blindsided like I was. You know, I was talking with my alliance before the vote, and it seemed pretty clear who we were going to eliminate. So when my name came up, it was really a shock. And then, of course, the tiebreaker challenge was a whole other thing. You know, such is life, and it was a great experience anyway. I liked my team. It was sad to leave.
Roll.
Oh my God, your sleeping bag's amazing.
Saved Lucas's life.
I know.
Though.
Yeah.
Roll. She was just so freaking sweet.
She was so sweet.
And such a trooper, the way she like did not give up on that challenge.
No,
that was
she,
incredible.
like,
Yeah.
No matter how frustrated you could tell she was getting.
She always kept a positive attitude, you know.
I know.
Trying to keep an upbeat to the group.
She was just like, I understand if you want to vote me off because of that. And I was like, it's not even about the last challenge.
Yeah.
I was like, you did everything you could.
Just like a little bundle of joy.
Oh, she was so sweet. Yeah.
And I'm happy she beat her sister. For her.
Yeah. She met her goal. Yeah, that was great. That was great.
This game has been amazing so far. I loved like meeting everyone that I met, and I just had such a great time. But I realized that as today is coming to a close, that kind of stuff is going to be over because you're going to have to start like turning on your teammates. So I didn't feel that I wanted to do that, and I also felt that other people had a better chance of winning than I did, or at least like going on to the merge.
Caroline
called.
Caroline.
Oh.
Yo, I live with her. I just wanted to be able to like say hey after the merge and like say good job. It sucked that had to happen like it did, but you know she's always like so supportive of her team and like
Super competitive.
Yeah,
it would have been fun to like.
She just wants to win.
Very good competitor.
I know, she probably would have been so happy you guys made it here.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We'll let her know everything.
Yep.
When we get back.
I was really happy to be back this season, but with the loss of our tribe, I knew that everyone else needed to go forward and be in it to win it. I thought their social skills were better than mine, and I want our returners to win.
Mike. Houskin.
Oh, okay.
Mike.
I really didn't get to play with him, but I would have liked
We
to.
did.
Yeah.
He was a good competitor.
He was a very good competitor, really strong in the challenges, and it's really sad that he had to go, but he's a winner. So
Yeah, I feel like his previous history kind of came up to bite him, but you know, he kept to himself. He was quiet, but he was honest.
Yeah.
You know, I respected that.
definitely.
Okay, so I came into Survivor with a huge target on my back from winning the previous season. That had to like make me make some alliances, which was going perfectly in my old tribe. I just came off of a one-on-one survival challenge, which put my alliance ahead, but then Tommy really switched things up with the tribe merge. From there was 2 from my old tribe and 4 from the other tribe that we merged into. From that, I knew it was going to be some kind of split because Lucas and John are both in Capital City with me, and I thought that would give me somewhat of an edge. And however, either one of them, I'm not sure which, voted against me in the end, which is truly unfortunate, but I still love my brothers.
Luke.
Luke, what a freaking trooper, staying until he was literally throwing up. Oh
No, wrong Luke.
No, French guy, never mind. Okay.
We knew Luke from day one. I remember, you know, meeting him 10:30 Wednesday
He knew
night.
he knew how to play. He definitely
did.
knew how to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Which was a little scary, but yeah, you could talk more about.
I was gonna say I was happy to not be alone on Anawara. Like at least I had a buddy, you know.
Yeah.
For as long as that lasted, but no, he was with it till the end. I like that.
Yeah.
Always good to hang out with him, you know, in between the challenges, you know, who you got to talk to.
So it was a lot of fun. Thanks, Tommy. It was actually a great experience. Pushed myself a little bit more than I thought I would. I didn't last as long as I hoped I would. That's linked to the fact that I trust people who I shouldn't have trusted. My gut told me not to. My head told me to do so. And yeah, so I just blame myself for being weighted out so early. But besides that, it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun.
Jordy.
Yeah.
It was really sad when he went home.
I know.
He was a lot of fun.
He really, yeah, he was a lot of fun, and he just didn't want to stay with it. I feel really bad about that.
When he was in, I feel like he was one of the happiest players. You know, he always had a smile on his face. I remember we were playing Survivor Ball or whatever, and we were always at the tip-off, and he was...
Yeah.
That was great.
It was
He
so
was
much
like
fun.
in his position, all set to go. I loved it. Looked so
So overall, this season was really awesome. I think the change in location was really, really great. Having the different camps and everything, and it just felt more Survivor-like, being that we were out in the wilderness. There was no place to go back and shower to. Like, you know, we're hours away from like a solid place to find shower, food, and whatever. So it just fit perfectly. Plus, it's gorgeous, like the lake, the mountains, everything. So this was like a really great season when it comes to location, and like I haven't seen these challenges in the past. So like to see these new challenges for me, like they were really fun to play and to participate in, and I congratulate you, Tommy, for coming up with all this and being the mastermind behind all of your seasons in the past. I think what it comes down to with the rest of the game with the two tribes is that there are a lot of alliances and a lot of people talking about things, and I just tried to spread my insight with everything, kind of just to fuel the fires that were happening. So I'm interested to see how they ended up playing out later on in the game and who actually wins.
Henry.
Oh, I felt really bad about that. When
Yeah.
I voted him off.
That was
He was a good
rough.
player.
I know, he was a good player, which is like why he had to go.
Yeah.
That's why he had to go.
Always had such a positive attitude. He's, you know, like his brother Luke, someone good to talk to in between the challenges.
Yeah, I feel like they really helped to make, like, even when we had to vote someone off in like original tribes, like when we got back to camp, they didn't even make it about that.
Yeah.
It was still just we were a team, we were a group.
Who's-
Like, yeah, it sucks that someone has to go, but like not right now. So or not like this very second. So let's just talk and hang around the picnic table.
And
and
he
have
and his
fun.
brother were like the most Ticho people ever.
They really were so loyal. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Well, the game was going great. I mean, I was having a great time. We were all having fun. We had a really good united team, which was very nice. All the challenges were so much fun, but we did have a last 3 challenge streak of losing all 3 of them, which was kind of tough. So I just got voted off 3rd of the day from my team. I'm kind of disappointed on one hand because I thought that I could maybe go further. But on the other hand, it's the game, and I'm going to keep going. I'm looking forward to knowing what goes on next. I mean, what's going to happen in this team later on and in the whole game. But I had a great time, and that's the important part.
Luke Skorka.
Skorka.
I know.
Should I just repeat?
From like the first couple days, he started building a spear, and he was trying to catch fish. So we
Yes.
did. Oh my gosh, that was great.
Team player, and then in it until he threw up.
Poor
He
guy.
did not want to go home.
I know, poor guy.
Took
was
every
great.
challenge 100%.
Always smiling, always so happy.
Yeah, win or lose, always got a bright smile on his face.
Yeah. So great to walk back to camp with, no matter what, and be at camp with, no matter what.
Yeah.
Too bad he didn't catch any fish. I was really looking forward to it.
I wanted roasted fish over that fire.
Survivor was awesome. Tommy 100% outdid himself. I love you, Tommy. And I'm not too disappointed that I got out now because it's my whole stomach thing. I really would rather that like they voted me off than like anything worse with my stomach happen later on, and then like I would have to leave for just because of that. And then I knew I would have guilt that like I got one of them out when they could have ended up going all the way because they're awesome. Like seriously, I believe any one of them can win this thing. They're great. And yeah, that's pretty. I mean, so I'm content with being out now.
Hell of a competitor.
Yeah.
And I know she's had an athletic background and always, eager to take a win, but
I know.
it's really a shame that, your words can do more than your actions in a game like this.
Yeah.
True.
For someone who's never watched Survivor or seen Survivor, I think she was the most threatening to people,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's why she had to go.
True.
She was
Yeah.
so good at this game.
Yeah.
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 I thought Survivor was overall a really fun experience. The challenges were great. They really challenged us more than we thought, especially when the teams got switched around. Nobody was expecting that, the merge before the merge. I'm glad to have made it past the merge. I kind of saw my demise coming from when we were talking at the campsite because everyone got very secretive and they like sectioned off their parts of the campsite. But it's fine, I understand it's part of the game. So I was just really happy to be here.
Jeremy. That was the start of our.
Yeah. That was rough. He knew how to play
That
the
was the
game.
start of
He was
everything.
really, really good at playing
Really
the
smart.
game.
That's why he had to go.
It was
It was
smart.
like you could see him. Even the people that he was trying to get out, he was whispering to them
Yeah.
for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
on the way to tribal council. That's why he had to go.
That was crazy.
He
It was-
was the most transition player in my mind, like knowing him from the challenges only and then getting to know him after the merge.
Yeah.
Like the most transformative character in my mind.
I know. I think he really tried to play the person that was like super goofy,
Yeah.
and like people were like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing because he's super goofy, but he knew exactly what he was doing.
I liked it. I still, even though I was like one of the odd ones out on Anawara, like they weren't awful to me, like he was nice. As soon as we walked onto that, it was just like, all right, you're on our tribe, like what's up, like
Okay, so the reason I got eliminated, I think people saw the people I was aligned with, and everyone realized that to be in an alliance with me was useless because they weren't going to make it to the final three. I think they saw I made too many alliances and gained too many people's trust, that when people saw that, they decided that I was just too good to keep letting continue because they just wouldn't have a chance to win. I think Kristen and Christy are good players, and they were a part of my alliance at one point, and you couldn't really trust them, so I think they definitely have a potential to go far, but I also think that the original Orange Tribe was desperate to get a numbers advantage, and they're gonna eventually turn on those two. It was a good competition, it was fun, didn't expect to win, even if I made it to the final three, didn't expect to win there either. So I think I did good. I think it's kind of a compliment being eliminated, especially this early. It shows that people fear you, especially when you look at other competitors who you see as a threat to you, and to know that people chose to get rid of you before these other players, so I think it's kind of a compliment.
Kristen.
also
She was
knew how to play the game.
Really strong
super
competitor in the
competitor.
challenges.
Super
That's
competitor.
crazy.
Honestly, getting her out is a compliment.
Yeah.
Because she knew how to play the game, and she was like scheming non-stop in like the best way possible.
Yeah, very tenacious player, willing to like talk with everyone, try to get like different viewpoints
Yeah.
in different groups, like
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good competitor.
And it was really
Really
nice to
everyone
actually get to know her.
Yeah.
Like I only, especially when we were on the other tribe, we thought that she was someone who was like just talking about game all the time, but I had really good conversations with Kristen, and that was nice.
Even after the merge, or like hanging out around the campfire, like she seemed just like a real cool person to like be around.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was never like old tribe versus the old tribe, like
Yeah.
old tribes against one another. It was
Out the window.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was a little shocked. We were definitely planning on the fact that they had the immunity idol, but I mean, we honestly thought that Julia would be the one that they would end up picking. So it definitely doesn't feel great knowing that I was, but yeah, I mean,
if we thought it was me, we basically let Julia decide who we ended up voting for. I probably would have decided Anna just because I figured they would have played it on Kieran. But it's definitely a little interesting to see what ended up happening. But yeah, so it's definitely different from what I expected to come out of it. But I kind of figured I wasn't going to end up making it to the final 3 anyway. So it'll be interesting to be on the jury. So Survivor was definitely awesome. I've played before, and I obviously wanted to come back because I enjoyed my time. But yeah, it was great. I definitely was really proud of myself for playing a little more of a social game. Last time, and Tommy knows this, last time I had no social game and I just went out for the challenges. So yeah, definitely I was very proud of myself even at the beginning, just like trying to get in, trying to make power plays. So yeah, definitely a good experience again.
Anna.
Always so bubbly.
Yeah.
I was never like really allied with her or like talked to her too much, but she was still just a sweetheart anytime she talked to me.
She was really nice all the time, like no matter what tribe you were on.
Yeah.
Us redheads. She knew we had to put on sunscreen. She always reminded me so I wouldn't get burns.
She was always talking about how she never thought that she'd be able to win an individual immunity challenge, and then as soon as we got to the merge, she won.
So with broken shoes.
With broken shoes that she just taped to herself. So
that was incredible to see her like barreling down the hill, like full speed, ready for that last chair. She's like, "It's mine."
lying on the ground.
Yeah.
She's like a jack of all trades. You never know who she was with, but she was always playing the game the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also very smart in how she played the game.
Yeah.
Definitely to get past the merge. Yeah.
I banded together with the castaways, or at least I thought I did, and we were trying to. What me, Lou, and Kieran wanted was to band together with John and Lucas, and we wanted to go to the final 5. That was, honest to goodness, that was my intention, and I told them that was my intention. And then I guess what happened is Christy asked me, or Christy could tell, that I was very close with Lou and Kieran. I gave him my hidden immunity idol for Kieran. Mm-hmm. And I think that they knew that we were tight, the 3 of us. And Christy, I think this is what happened. Obviously, people lie. Christy convinced Lucas and John to swing over to vote for me. And, obviously no hard feelings. I love them both. Yeah. And I think that's what happened. Actually, and I will reveal a secret, Lou had an idol. And I leaned over to them and I said, "You're not playing it, right?" Because we assumed that John and Lucas were going to vote against Lily with us, with the 3 of us, me, Kieran, and Lou. And so, I guess that's what I did wrong. Like, we didn't, the 3 of us, because I think we trusted each other the most, at least. Mm-hmm. What the 3 of us did wrong is, and they're probably kicking themselves because Lou had the idol. He had his idol, and then he found an idol. He didn't play it for either me or Kieran, which I think that was really the only mistake that I made, because I did my best and I tried to swing John and Lucas, and I was upfront with them. What I told them was genuine. I said, "Christy's gonna tell you that it's me, Kieran, and Lou, and we're gonna vote you guys out. So you might as well get rid of one of them now." And I guess they listened, and that's what I think happened. I played with my brain, but I also played with my heart. And I aligned myself with people that I liked and trusted, and it was good that I came in with no close friends, so I didn't have to backstab anyone, but I made some really good relationships. I'm telling you now that Christy probably told them all to vote for me, but I still really like Christy. I still really like everybody. For the most part, everybody was genuinely nice, and yeah, I guess the only thing that I can think of a regret would be bringing sneakers.
You're on.
I'm glad I spelled his name right. But he was always so nice. Definitely with a smile on his face, even while scheming.
Yeah.
Even while talking. He made Anawara nice as well.
This one hurt a lot.
Yeah. It did.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to happen, but it kind of had to.
Kind of when alliances started to play a bigger role. It got really
rough. Yeah.
rough.
This season was a lot of fun. it was a lot different and it was a lot more challenging. Everything that we did was just crazy, and I was nervous going into everything. This past tribal, I was expected to go out, but I wasn't expecting for them to write down Christy as a vote, and if I had known that, I could still be in it. So that's a little bit upsetting.
Christy.
Oh my God.
That one was really hard.
That's really
I did not
rough.
like that. I
No.
did fully trust her when she came clean to me, which I definitely respected.
That was the pivotal moment of our game.
Everything changed. after
Everything
that.
changed.
Everything changed.
When she said yes, Lily, I was against you, and
But now I need you,
but
and
now
I
we
was
need
like,
each other. That was it.
stay true then, like, and
I know.
she was honest from that point on,
Yeah.
and I really respected that.
Yeah, same.
Really.
Always want to put all our cards on the table.
Yeah.
Oh
Being
yeah, the
real,
most vocal player about like
Definitely.
everything she was doing.
open
Yeah.
communication. Yeah.
Definitely the most honest.
I couldn't respect that more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
And so freaking nice.
I know.
She retaught us all Mafia.
Crazy good balance too.
John got allergy.
And like crazy competitor.
I love
in all
it,
the
yeah.
challenges, like
Yeah.
wow.
She was incredible.
On the ball one the first day, like she's
Yeah.
like
That was
ran.
insane.
She ran through it, blew
I
my
know.
mind.
I know.
It was,
Okay, this season on Survivor, I am very proud of the way that I played. I made it much further than my first time that I played, and I think I played more honestly this time, like more honest this time than I did last time, even though I went against my own tribe. And my reasoning for doing that was because if we went back to original alliances within the split tribes, I was on the lower side of the numbers. So the best decision for me to do was to switch and try it and team up with Chicho and change one of their votes or swing one of their votes to make it the furthest that I can. I think along the way there were definitely mistakes that I made that I think could have either brought me further or completely changed the outcome. But overall, this season of Survivor has been a blast. It's been so fun. There's been so many twists and twists in the game, surprises, and overall, I really enjoyed this experience.
Blue.
I
I feel so bad with how that ended.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, there was a divide, but that doesn't mean I wanted it there, or I wanted him gone.
Yeah.
Or that I wanted that to end like that.
Really nice
So
person.
yeah.
I mean, 3 immunities in a row.
That was
crazy. Hell of a
I
competitor.
did not think we would see that from anyone.
I know.
Not no one.
Yeah.
And then he just pulled that out of
When,
nowhere.
when he
like,
went from drawing a man on
to
winning the challenge.
to winning the challenge.
to completely solving it and getting immunity again, that was, oh my god.
One of the great things about him, always wanting to keep us cool. You know, stay calm.
Also so nice to me when I was in the minority at Anawara.
And immunity idol finder. Like
Yeah.
He did a lot.
he had a really great game.
Very
Yeah.
laser player.
Really great game.
All right. I mean, getting voted off, not in my plan to play this game, but I played it to the best of my ability. I had a great time. You know, the odds were stacked against me for a while, so making it this far was pretty good compared to last time. I couldn't be any happier with the outcome. You know, whatever, sure.
So when I first heard about this competition, I hadn't seen it on TV, so I was really coming into like a brand new experience. And I know Tommy had done something like this before, and I talked to the people, and I thought it'd be, you know, something cool to try. So you know, I got here, and I knew about half the people from Stevens. Otherwise, people were from, you know, Long Island, where Tommy's from, and then internationals like France and like Luke and Henry. But it was really cool. I heard it was like a lot of stress, but I didn't really feel that in the original tribe, because you know, some people weren't as motivated to stay on, which is completely fine. Everyone has their own personal lives. But then as it started dwindling down, it got a little more intense, and it really starts, you know, sitting in like you hear about on the TV shows. It wasn't scary, but it was an experience, you know, to say. I definitely got to meet new people that I hadn't known before, and it's kind of cool that this is the first time I met them. I feel like we'll have that personal experience in common. Totally glad that I went through with the decision, totally glad I didn't back out. And it's just like, it was like another summer camping trip, just with like challenges and a lot of like good discussion. You know, totally being off the grid for the weekend, it was nice. Just, you know, and then the time lapse was just weird. Like, I feel like we've been out here for like 2.5 weeks, and it's only been 4 days. It's nuts. I had a lot of fun, you know, and it's kind of weird that it's ending. You know, I'm kind of wet and tired, so I'm kind of glad to go home. But yeah, totally glad I did it.
It was and wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I didn't think it would be as many mind games. I knew that's the point of Survivor, but I thought coming in it would just be like, stick with your tribe after the merge, like do what you can to get through the merge and then go back to your tribe. And that's not how it was. I got to know a lot of people from the different tribe, make alliances with them, learn to trust them, realize that you like them no matter how much you might have been cheering for them to lose that one challenge. But in the end, like, it's tough to say whether or not you played a good game, because obviously that depends on the jury, but I definitely had fun coming here. I definitely obviously want to win, but I'm just really am happy to have made it this far. Didn't think I was gonna get here, and it's crazy that I did. Every time someone left, I was just like, how? I'm like top 5, top 4, like what is happening? But it was great. It was a great experience.
So I definitely didn't think I was gonna make it this far in the game, because I don't go to Stevens, I don't really know too many people there. So I'm happy to be here. I think I tried to play as clean of a game as I could, but that's not really easy with this kind of game, because you do have to eventually vote people off and narrow it down. Competition-wise, I feel like I was fairly consistent in what I was good at, but definitely wasn't the strongest player, so surprised that I made it here.
So, my time on Survivor has been one that has been very unexpected. I'm someone who watches the show a lot, and from that I thought that this would be everything that I dreamed of and everything that I wanted it to be. I think the difference in playing a game like this, where you're playing with people you know, is that you have relationships that can potentially be strained outside of the game, and that was really hard on me, but I think I definitely talked it out with some people, and I think they realize, and I've come to realize, that the game is the game, and I had to do what I had to do to get me to the spot that I'm in. And every emotion and everything that I did was completely true. The only thing that wasn't was the words that I wrote down on a piece of paper. So I had a lot of fun competing in the challenges. I wish I won more individual immunities, but I definitely did get to know a lot of people, and I had a really great time.